Before the year 1987, most adventure games were like this. You got a description of the current situation, if ever a picture of what you see, and type the commands like go to south or take the radioactive laser gun of the Vogon construction fleet and fry the babelfish till he's crisp while you're lying on the towel. This should be changed with Lucasfilm Games' Maniac Mansion, which isn't only one of the more comfortable adventure games back then, but also groundbreaking, innovative and funny as hell. The plot starts in the year 1967 with a meteor crash landing in a mansion's backyard of the scientist Dr. Fred Edison. And the madness began. Dr. Fred became mad, wants to take over the world, and kidnapped a young girl named Sandy to suck her brains out. Or what did you expect? I mean, what else should a mad scientist do when he captures a young and beautiful girl? Anyway, Sandy's boyfriend Fred wants to rescue her, and by picking up 2 of his paws, the quest can begin. And how is it working? On the bottom of the screen, you see all those various commands, right? Use your cursor to click on the verbs /commands and move it then to the object or character on the main display to interact. It is also very important to work with your friends together as a team, to use switches for doors and stuff. By selecting New Kit, you can switch between the 3 characters, and believe me, splitting up is always essential in this kind of games. And if you saw Scooby-Doo as a kid, you know what I mean. Notice also that you can only carry a certain number of items, but all of them will be used during the game, and you need a lot of fantasy and crazy ideas to use them proper. Which brings us to the main emphasis of Maniac Mansion. This game, as well as the mansion, were full of unique ideas, funny dialogues and crazy characters. I mean, what game back then delivered the idea of feeding a tentacle or using a hamster in a microwave oven? Yum yum. Everything is so B-movie-ish and campy, but yet likable and with a great attention to detail. Especially the interruptions during the game were inviting for some great laughers. I wasn't a big fan of adventures until Maniac Mansion, and this proved actually that anyone can join this game without any problems or experiences. And since the controls and the interactions were working very easily and responsive, no one should miss the ultimate point-and-click adventure. The graphics were not the best, even back then, but they are working and are all in all pretty decent. The sound effects are also okay, and the music in the beginning is pure gold. You haven't a Commodore 64 or missed it at all? No problem. There is a remake of it under the title Maniac Mansion Mania that you can download for free. So, what are you still watching? Play Maniac Mansion or you miss one of the greatest point-and-click adventures of all time. But on second thought, please watch my review first and then play it, okay? Far away from tentacles, mad scientists and fried hamsters and straight into the world of martial arts brings us International Karate Plus, the anticipated sequel to International Karate from the last year, which I forgot to review. Sorry about that. The plot, or whatever you want to call it, is like in Wave the Exploding Fist. Fighting for the next stand and get the highest points possible. But this time with some changes. For one thing, instead of the usual 1-on-1 fighting, you get an extra fighter, which means that you can even play with a third person or play with a second player against the computer. After 2 rounds, you have to prove in the bonus round if you still have enough balls to keep fighting. Or maybe not. The greatest improvement here lies in the fighting itself. The moves as well as the controls were working very fluid and responsive. And since the animation of the characters were better and more naturally, following them shouldn't be any problem at all. But be prepared. Don't wait too long or... no. I won't insert another lame joke here. No, not this time. The background is also nicely done, and Rob Hubbard's music is without any question purely genius. So, if you like fighting games and can get over the fact that you still cannot perform any Sonic Boom or Hadouken, check out International Karate Plus.
And now it's time for some half-assed advertising.
You want to see the ultimate platformer experience back in 1987? A game so unique and groundbreaking that you will forget any platformer that came before? If your answer is yes, then grab your competition bro and make yourself ready for the great Genesis from Rainbow Hour!
Sisters for the win.
Control Gianna, or with a friend, her sister Mariah, in a fantastic world full of dangerous creatures and exciting adventures! With a beach ball to become the ultimate punk! By collecting flashes to gain the powerful fireballs and blast you enemies away from further distances!
Yeah, eat my balls, O's! Taste my boots, you damn bees!
Fight against terrifying bosses!
Oh no, the giant end of doom!
Stop the time or use a bomb to get rid of your enemies! Enjoying smooth scrolling, tight controls and Chris Holzberg's amazing music! The greatest platform game of all time, said C64 magazine. I want to sue Rainbow Arts ass, said Nintendo. You want to see more? Play Super Mario, the Great Giant Sisters today. The brothers are history. The sisters are now.